This January we've seen the launch of 3 different models from Peugeot. One was the Peugeot 508, then we had the Peugeot Partner van, and also the Peugeot Rifter, which is based on the Partner van. All those models are now coming on stream, and we have some Rifters here today to have a look at. They come in 3 different models and engine size, 1.2 petrol and 3 1.5 diesels, 75 brake, 100 brake and a 130 brake in manual and auto. We have 2 Rifters here in stock today, which we'll concentrate on because it ticks a lot of boxes for specs, for engine sizes, for gearboxes. We have the GT line, our demo, and we also have the Allure model as well, which in my opinion will be the best seller. It comes in an active spec as well, but I think Allure is going to be the winner for everybody. As I said, I think the Allure model is going to be the best seller. This one here is an Allure. In the active model, they are available. Mark has seen the active model, and he just doesn't think the spec is going to be high enough, especially with the small difference in price. The Allure model comes up with an upgraded upholstery, which I actually like. It's a good quality. But the center console here in the middle as well, it comes down and wraps around the driver. You also have the armrest. I'm driving a Partner van at the minute now, and I want an armrest on my new Partner van because the driving position, the driving comfort is a hell of a lot different. But let's just go with an ordinary 7-seater car, or an ordinary car. Stacey, my wife, drives a 5008. When I showed her the new Rifter, I said, that's available in a 7-seater, we're going to get you one. She looked at it and she goes, no, not a way, no hope. Am I driving one of them? I want my 5008. But realistically, you have to drive a Rifter to find out the benefits of it. It has everything the 5008 has, really. This is the automatic version as well, so you have the paddle shift, you have the small steering wheel, leather upholstery around the steering wheel as well. Your only point of contact with the car, and it's nice, soft leather upholstery. But it also comes with the i-cockpit as well. It also comes with Apple CarPlay, so you can plug your iPhone lead in here as well, and all your iPhone apps come up on the radio as well. Air conditioning is standard in the Allure model as well, with temperature control. You have traction control on the car as well, and it also has all the benefits that the i-cockpit has as well, with parking sensors as standard. You have your radio, you have your sat nav, which will be set up with your phone as well, and a hell of a lot more different features that we're not even going to go through today. But the Allure model definitely for me is going to be the winner, and it's available on 1.2 petrol, 1.5 diesel in 3 different brake horsepower, 75, 100 and 130 in an automatic. What I'm seeing as well is the back seats, and I'm only actually noticing now in this video because this is the first one we've had. These 2 back seats, they're on a rail, so you can put them forward and back. You can actually have extra boot space here as well. So there's at least 14 to 16 inches of space there as well for suitcases or whatnot. All the seats fold down, you can make it into a van. But also you can have a bigger boot or a bit more leg room here in the back as well, which again is better for adults rather than just the kids. Back of the Rifter is one of the reasons why you would buy it, because you'll probably have an active family or a big family and you need some space, maybe do some sports yourself like mountain biking or something like that, and you need that extra bit of height, an extra bit of space in the car. But the 3 individual seats is the big plus in here. If you have baby seats, you can put the 2 baby seats either side and someone else can sit in the middle. You all have your Isofix fittings as well in the front 2, in the middle row of seats here. You have your tables that every kid loves. You have your sockets there as well for charging your iPhones or your Samsung tablets or anything like that. With the 7-seater version as well, you have the extra bit of space over the 5008. We drive a 5008 at home, but the space is in here. You can fit 7 adults in this car and still go on a long journey and be comfortable. As you can see, the Rifter has a new Peugeot grille, which is distinctive on all the new models now these days. But it also has a little more road presence than what the predecessor, the Peugeot Partner TP had. The Peugeot Partner TP was based on the Peugeot Partner van as well. So it's basically a car that drove like a van. But in the case of the Rifter, it's more of a case that now the new Peugeot Partner van drives like a car. Good driving position, high up off the road, good road presence, and distinctive on the road with the Peugeot emblem. Just when we are on the details of space and going slightly off script, you can see here as well the Allure model, the windows aren't tinted on it. That's for a particular reason. That means it can be used for the taxi market as well, because taxis aren't allowed to have their windows tinted. So you have the extra space. I think shoulder space is a problem in 7-seater taxis as well. You have loads of shoulder space in the rear seats, plenty of headroom, and if you did need to do those airport runs as well, you can drop the back seats or even drop the 5 seats. Also, of course, the Rifter, a big market for the Rifter is going to be the mobility section. The car can be set up with the sliding doors and the rear tilt doors. It can be accessible for wheelchair accessible cars as well, with seats in the back as well as the wheelchair. The GT line is the higher spec, but there is nothing wrong with the Allure model either. All the cars come standard with cruise control. They have lane assist as well. They have automatic wipers, and what I love about the car is the automatic lights. When you're driving around, driving at home, you're on a dark road, you have your full lights on, a car comes around the corner and the lights dim for yourself. If you go back into a car without that, that's when you notice the difference. Small features, the extra that the GT line has over the Allure, it's the push button starter. But not just the push button starter, you have the keyless entry then as well. So you have the keyless entry. So when you walk up to the door, you open it. When you walk away, you tap it and it closes. All those little features extra on the GT line are nice. The GT line comes with a different colour dash as well. It's kind of a copper finish rather than a blue finish on the Allure, and they all come standard again with the Apple CarPlay. But the GT line with climate control as well as the air conditioning. So at the minute I'm driving a Peugeot partner van that was launched before the Rifter. So as regards driving position, this is pretty much the same. I really love the armrest in the Rifter over the partner. This one then, as I said, your only point of contact with the car is your steering wheel. This is a leather steering wheel rather than the plastic steering wheel in the partner van. But your driving position, you're up nice and high, you can see the road, you have great big windows out either side. The big difference again over the partner van, you can see over your shoulder and you can see out a window rather than looking into the back of the van. One of the new key safety features on all the new Peugeots these days is the lane assist. It's basically a way of keeping you on a straight and narrow. If you're tired and you're veering off road, God forsake you're on your mobile phone or anything like that, it keeps you safe. So as you can see there, I'm letting go of the steering wheel, don't recommend that, but it keeps you inside the white line and the yellow line the far side of the road for a period of time until it beeps and tells you to put your hands back on the steering wheel. It is a nice safety feature, but it's something I actually don't like driving with myself. I always knock it off, because I find when you're on a dual carriage or something like that and you're changing lanes, the car tries to take control and won't let you back into the lane. But if you've done the right thing and use your indicators, it will work perfectly. But I have my driver's license already. As with everything these days, there's loads of different options. They don't make it easy for us. They have 2 different wheelbases, 8 different colours, 2 different engines with 4 different brake horsepowers and 2 different gearboxes in manual and automatic. The Rifter then starts in the L1 van, the short wheelbase van, at €24,300 for a 75 brake horsepower active. If you want the 100 brake horsepower, it's an extra €1,100, and on top of that then for an extra €1,300 you can get the long wheelbase version as well. But as I said for the third time, the Allure model is going to be our best seller. That starts at €26,370 for the 75 brake horsepower, and for the 100 brake horsepower van it's an extra €1,100 extra as well. If you want the 7-seater version as well, it's €950 on top of them prices, and you have the extra 2 seats for 2 adults. We have 2 here on demo. If there's any details you want to know, click on the link above to our website and give us a call on 071 915 4442.